Lauren does incredible work. She takes things that you would normally throw away, such as palm fronds, palm tree flowers, even the husks, and then she turns them into works of art that represent some of the animals that you normally see here in Florida.
This will be a good one. It'll take the chainsaw, but right now it's pretty wet. I've got that one that's about to fall off. It's still attached, but it'll come down shortly. That's going to be a nice one. When they hang and they twist, they make great stuff. And the petals off the yucca are falling. Collect those up and dry them, and they make great feathers. And go back in the house. And this is my studio. And these piles are the materials that I use to create the yard craft sculptures. Right now I'm working on a yard spinner just to hang from a tree. And hopefully when it's done, it'll catch the sun and spin around. And a small parrot on the table in the back. I usually try to work on two things at once so that I don't waste the resin. He's kind of in a beginning stage with a crab claw and bits of palm pods or palm boots. And as you can see, I have all sorts of different things. And it's whatever it looks like is what we start. What I'm doing is experimenting with tissue paper for color. And what I'm hoping is when I do the next layer of resin, it'll all be transparent and show through on each other. I won't know until I get it resined and let it dry. After my husband passed away, which was a pretty rough time. I had 2 weeks and I needed to dive into something. And yard craft was it. I found that I'd been retired for pretty much 30 years, 36 years, taking care of Bob because I was also his primary care person. He was a paraplegic, double amp when he passed. And I said, I've always wanted a gallery. It's always been a dream. And Amy is a realtor, and I said, keep an eye out for a spot. And within 2 weeks, she came up with a spot. I got the gallery. And it's been a trip. We are a 501c3, and one of our missions is to support different organizations in the community and elsewhere. And for example, we just finished up an exhibit for the Red Apple School. And the Red Apple School is for the developmentally disabled, but they're wonderful to work with, wonderful. And the gallery has taken on just its own personality, and to keep up with its personality, it's changed me, trying to keep up with it. Does that make sense? Maybe not. But that's how I figure it in my head anyway. And in a good way, mind you, in a good way. I love it. I love our artists. It's given them exposure, and it's given them a place to show their work and let other people know that this is what they do. And a lot of them do it on their back porches, in the garage, and they don't get a chance to show the world what they can create. So the gallery is there for them to do just that.
Hi, my name's Tom Hannafy. I've lived in Newport Richey for about 3 years, and I'm a member of the Gateway Gallery. Most artists are very eager to promote their own work. Lauren's one of those rare individuals that is eager to promote other people's work as well, hence the Gateway Gallery.
Oh, I don't know what to say. I'm really cry.
Speech.
Oh no! Oh, here we go. Been so busy getting ready for this featured artist event and starting up the studio. We're fairly new and we're not a year old yet, and the studio is just now getting up and going, so I've kind of started moving stuff from my studio at home to the studio here and been working here and started and finished Loki in the studio, which is the first piece I've done away from home. I feel like I abandoned home.